Hi there. This is John Anthony Francis Wilcox. Today is Saturday, the 10th of September, 2022. Um, Before I forget, tomorrow, the 11th, is my good friend Rob Generini's birthday. If you see this, happy birthday, Rob. He's a great guy and a great friend. We've known each other for some 30 years now. And hope he's doing well. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Later in the week, on I believe the 16th, another longtime friend, Michael Griffith, who I've known since the 80s. Great guy, um, always wonderful friend. I hope you have a happy birthday if you see this as well, Mike. Cheers, as they would say over in Old Blighty with their new king. Um, so, what has my week been? My week has been, and let's talk about this. It's been anxiety. Um, One of a physical nature, because the other day I was soaking my feet and my left foot was hurting later in the evening, and I was feeling the top of it, and there was like a soft spot about, I don't know, the size of a 50-cent piece, maybe a quarter is closer to it. Anyway, something like that. Nickel and a quarter, more like that. And it made me very nervous, and I thought, as a diabetic, I worry about these things. I thought, what if I've got something wrong and I'm going to, get sepsis, or, my mind went everywhere. I'm going to die, or I'm going to lose my foot, which I hope I certainly don't do. And then it occurred to me what it was, is that some 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I had, sadly through diabetes, I had like an ulcerous spot on my foot that had eaten away some of the inside of my top of my foot. And I had to put this stuff on it called mupirocin, which is just great. It's sort of like can't think of the stuff, the antibiotic stuff. You'll know what it is. On steroids. Anyway, that healed it all up. But evidently, what had happened, because I never really, I'm not there rubbing I don't sit there and feel my feet often. You know what I'm saying? Is evidently it just never, the inside of it never fully grew back. So I've got a soft spot on my foot. But I had such anxiety over it, and combined with lack of sleep, it was not a good thing. I've also been very anxious about October because um, my supplemental money, if you will, runs out at the end of this month. And I'm trying to sell some art because I need to have about $600 or $700 on top of disability to make sure my bills are paid and I have food money and stuff. And I'm hoping, I'm doing my very best. This is the tightest it's ever been since my dad died, certainly. So I'll get through it. It's just a lot of anxiety. It wears you down, when you have anxiety, nerves, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not fond of it. But it is how it is, and I'm always honest with you when I talk here. Well, when I talk anywhere, I'm not a deceptive. I don't sit here and go, oh well, let's see, what can I come up with to make you like me or whatever. It doesn't work that way. So it's been a difficult week on that end. It hasn't been an entirely bad week. As I saw my great niece Isabella twice this week. That was wonderful. Always great to see her. I saw my friend Martha briefly yesterday. That was nice. And, I have some great conversations with my nephew Michael that I live with, and a few friends this week. Not too many folks, really. It's been a kind of a quiet week. I've gotten a bunch done. I have some more to do. I have an article I need to have go up on Monday to preview a concert that I won't be attending. I shouldn't say a concert. It's more of like a speaking event, but a very interesting one. Uh, with Robert Fripp and David Singleton. So I talked with David Singleton, who is a fascinating and charming person, and I have to put together this piece on Monday. It's my ETA to get it up there. Uh, what else? I got in advance of the upcoming Mickey Bereni book from the band Lush. I guess, I never asked her how you pronounce her last name. I think it's Bereni. I'll ask her that. We're going to be talking on Wednesday, I believe. And it's a painful book. Oh, she does not she does not pull any punches on anyone, especially herself. So, fascinating book called coming up called it's going to be called Fingers Crossed, and I very highly recommend it to people. It's a an autobiography unlike any I've ever read or will read. It's just really bare bones honest. So anxiety, some good food during the week, and the usual stuff. I watched a fascinating uh, documentary on John McEnroe last night on Showtime, and it was sort of him telling his side of the story. But I tell you, he's still a jerk. He was very angry that his father went to his grave, never saying he was sorry for not being more of the father that John McEnroe expected him to be. You know, after he tells of these horrible things he did to him, and his father later in life lapsed into alcoholism and problems, which people have. And McEnroe doesn't seem especially forgiving of that. Maybe I read it all wrong, but I don't think I did. It's like, wow, you've got to definitely have a heartless side. So, but it was a fascinating thing to watch. If you see it, if you get Showtime, it's called McEnroe. I believe that's what it was called. Worth your time. Anyway, that's all for me. I'm not worth any more of your time. You go and do some things that are better than listening to me. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.